What's up, y'all? How are y'all doing today? I'm kind of just popping in to say what's up. I'm going to see the Jujutsu Kaisen movie in a little bit, which is going to be fun. I'm excited about it. But I wanted to come say hi because I wasn't able to stream yesterday. Oh my god, we got new people. What's up, Kitty and Divine? Nice to see you. FNAF trailer, yes. Fun fact, when the first FNAF movie came out, I worked at Universal Studios, okay? One of the most depressing jobs I've ever had. Told this story before, but an example of what it's like working at Universal Studios. You're walking in the backlots and you hear someone weeping. Oh my god. You look to your right, it's a 40-year-old Hispanic man in a Scooby-Doo costume crying about a divorce and his wife taking custody of his children. Oh my god, dude. You haven't been around real depressions till you've seen a motherfucker dressed like one of the Flintstones chain smoking in the parking lot to try to, you know, get off their PCP addiction. Oh my god, brother. So that's my little fun fact about that. Oh, the FNAF specific part is I worked in a kitchen there, and they rented out the whole park for a night, like the production and crew of the FNAF movie. And I fucked up one of the like production assistants' food, and they got me kicked off of the line. What? That's okay though. I mean, it was fine. I did fuck up their food really bad. I low-key almost poisoned them. I think they had given us like a list of their allergies, and this person was like super allergic to like nut oils. You know, people like that, people who just sort of have, if Darwinism were allowed to take its course, that, you know, their bloodline. I don't know how long it's gonna last if Mr. Peanut is taking you out. But that being said, this person obviously did not deserve to be poisoned like a medieval king, and they had a person that told them that their shit was not supposed to be oil, and I made their shit with peanut oil anyway. So that's my little FNAF story. Hearing Relic without the sped up voice kind of threw me off first stream. Yeah, it takes a minute for people to adjust. It's okay though. You'll get used to it, or you won't, and you'll leave, and that's also okay. Hey, what's up, Apple? How you doing? It's been a minute. Where's my game? I'm just talking today, so we're just chilling today for a little bit. I don't really have time to play a full game in any way that would be satisfactory.
I love money, I love power,
so I'm just gonna talk.
Sup, Relic Twink? I finally caught a stream on time again.
Nice. What's up, Doug? Happy to see you. Dabs and Relic stream, banging night. Ooh, I'm jealous, brother. Oh my god. I used to. Okay. I am now of the maturity where I will not drive in an inebriated state. That being said, there's nothing around me that's cool to do, so if I get high, I just have to kick it in my room. But I miss getting high and going to watch movies when I was in high school. I can't do that anymore. I don't have any designated driver, and I do not have the strength to drive in an inebriated state. You shouldn't do that, to be clear. People freak out about that. I used to live in New Orleans, and it was more regular there, which is bad. And I know that now because I'm a grown man and I've matured. Whole point in all that ramble is just I haven't been able to get high in a long time. What's up, Code? The staff is staying at the hotel I work at right now. The big guy's wife loves cheese, by the way. It's a good thing to note for the next time I try to poison a production assistant of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Sneak the cyanide pill into the Gouda. Got it. You're now an accomplice. What's your name? Code Kaiju. I want to let you know the police might be knocking on your door. Okay, as one of the FNAF people's as the FNAF production assistant starts foaming at the mouth. Freddy is a nickname, and nicknames are used for friends. Frederick Fazbear is no friend of mine. Yeah, there you go. keep them arm's length, okay? You don't want to let them get too close. They might betray your trust. Hello, Runk. I'm happy to inform you that I got an A on one of my final papers. Fuck yeah, nice. I hope I did too. I'm in my finals week as well. This is the end of my first semester at college, and I've been doing kind of ass in some classes, but I hope my finals were decent at the very least. I've had the laziest day today since yesterday. It was like 7 hours of classes and school stuff, and I was in fact able to lock in on all that schoolwork the other night. Hell yeah, Adonis, nice. You deserve to relax, brother. Just chill out. I once rode my bike 16 miles for Faygo, the soda. Oh, you mean like I thought you were like sponsored by Faygo. You mean like to go get Faygo. I rode my bike 16 miles for Faygo, the soda, after smoking with my homie for like 3 hours straight. I bought 35 bottles. Holy shit, brother. Dear God. You were like one of those bikers that
I love
people
money, I love power, I love capitalism.
I see you added a minimum, but honestly, that was smart, honestly.
I did. Yes, I did. Finally, after all of the complaints of the community, I finally did that. You were like one of those bikers that are like swerving in between lanes. There's no way you were driving like a normal person. There was some dude in like a Subaru hatchback that had a bumper that was just hunting you, brother. That thing that it was gonna eat you. I'm smoking tonight because my dad isn't home. Nice. Enjoy that. I love Faygo. I don't know that I've ever had Faygo, to be honest. I only know Faygo from that one goddamn 2019 song by that dude who fell off the face of the earth. You know what I'm talking about? The light-skinned dude. I can't remember what it's called. It's called like Blueberry Faygo or something. The old dog pill and the cheese method. Exactly. You could poison a disappointing amount of people with peanut butter pill tactics. Unfortunately, in my opinion. There's actually a bomb hidden inside of my toy Chica for anyone who is unfortunate enough to crack. Dear God. Dude, speaking of bombs being inside toy Faygos, I watched a Papa Meat video recently about Furbies, and I had no idea that there was like a huge public sentiment that they were literally like Soviet and Chinese spies. What? What do you mean? Like, there was like a government official looking at a Furby, being like, just waiting for it to burst out and be like, "Whoosh I wool." praise Xi, death to the American government. Like, what? That's crazy. They were banned in government buildings. Did y'all know that? Was that like general public knowledge? I had no fucking idea. Also, apparently they had installed features into Furbies where they could like actually die in front of children. Like if you drop them, they'd be like, what? That's crazy. Why are you putting like an animal abuse function inside of a Furby? I really don't get it. At all. Also, the reason that
I love power, I love capitalism.
Runk, I have a Hear Me Out slideshow. Would you be down to check it out?
Yeah,
yes,
of course.
Toy Chica is on the list.
Slide it through, brother. I'd be happy to take a gander. Although, I mean, listen, don't be mad if I bust on the camera. Okay, I might get a little too excited. Anyway, the reason that they thought Furbies were Chinese and Soviet spies is because apparently the like sort of Simlish that they speak is a combination of Mandarin and Yiddish. Who made that? Anyway, that shit blew my mind. I wanted to spread the news a little bit that you have a Bucky Winter Soldier in your home if you have a Furby. Apparently, you might say the activation word and it's gonna rip out your mother's jugular in the name of the Communist Party. So heed my warning. My professors better give me good grades before I become a new classroom ceiling decoration. For legal reasons, this is a joke. I just don't like the stress of final season. No, I get that. I'm the same. I mean, for my biology class, I'm liable to turn my professor into the second skeleton in the classroom for all of the anatomy folks to take a gander at. You know what I mean? I am struggling. So I empathize, Ghosty. I wish you the best. Damn, I'm way behind. Hey, what's up, Marinara? How you doing? It's been a little minute. Fago mid as hell.
I
I
love
wish
money,
you
I
can
love
recover.
power, I love
Ooh.
capitalism.
Did you know that Big Bird almost died in the Challenger explosion, but he was too big to fit in the rocket, so they had to switch him out for someone else?
What? Oh my god, that's crazy. I did not know that at all. You mean like the actor who, like the big ass dude that played Big Bird? Damn. I didn't know the Muppets had divine intervention like that. That's fucking crazy. I'm happy that he survived. I am happy that he survived, not in the way where I'm like I'm happy the other people died in his stead. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just trying not to get ripped apart on Twitter. Imagine the last thing you hear is Ferb speak before it detonates. Literally. They were banned before, they were banned in like government buildings, and there was a whole hysteria about them being turned into weapons. In my opinion, I think that the reason that the U.S. government thought that is because they were for sure weaponizing Furbies, dude. They were goddamn a cute little SEAL Team 6, okay, for sure. And they were they were exporting them, and they were like, "There's no way that the Chinese didn't think of this too." I think it was sort of like a one of those every accusation is a confession kind of things. I've been under a pile of work too and absent from all social circles, so I feel you about being behind. Imagine I already read that. Whoops. No, literal Big Bird would have been on the rocket. Whoa, oh my god. Yeah, that was a stupid question, I guess. You're right. I can feel the sarcasm seeping off of that sentence.
Money, I love power, I love
Canpoon.
capitalism.
Have you seen those long Furbies?
They make long Furbies? What the hell? Why? You mean are they larger in general, or are they just elongated? I don't understand. Can you customize your Furby's girth? What? That blows my mind. I do not. Link me that. Also, why? Chat, what hear me outs have I forgotten? Drop your faves. Oh, it's in the Discord. I'll look at that in a second. Furbies are actually World War II landmines turned into children's toys. I mean, you know, I suppose that would be a highly efficient form of warfare. Dude, I think, you know, we're coming around Christmas season, and the way that children are able to cry and beg for toys, I think that even if parents knew that Furbies were Soviet spies, Soviet spy bombs, they would still probably buy it. They'd be like, "Fuck it, man. I don't care. I think I would rather explode at this point than deal with my child's begging after seeing all these goddamn Christmas ads." Long like Worms, popular art project, I think. Oh, I have seen those. You're talking about like third-party people customizing them. Yeah, you can buy like Furbies with like fucking cybernetics on Etsy, like with like mods added, which is very interesting. I'm not entirely sure what the appeal is in the market. Well, I guess it's just collectors, like anything else. My hungry ass could not be a heart surgeon. Dear Lord. You're moving like that billionaire who's injecting young people's blood into him to live a longer life. Are you using billionaire vampire tech, Divine? Let me know. Plug me in. Are you going to be posting on Twitter about your sorry, this is crass and you're new here. I apologize, but it's the reference. If you don't know, there's a billionaire that posts being like, "I am 60 years old, but I have an 18-year-old boner because I inject young people's blood." What?
I love
Shit blows
money, I
my
love
mind,
power,
man.
I love capitalism.
A few examples have been added to memes and media.
Okay, let's peep it real quick. Let's see what this is. Ooh, also, I have an interesting anecdote to share. My dad listens to my VODs on YouTube. If you don't know, I have a VODs channel on YouTube. If you prefer to watch there instead of Twitch, because their VOD system is much better. Where's the shit at? Whoa. That is way longer than I thought. Dear God. How did these little fuckers ever take off, man? You can tell that they're exporting your personal data, man. They're scanning your biometrics, designing a clone of you that's gonna kill and replace you. I can tell. I can feel my body being scanned. I can feel my heartbeat being perceived by this thing's eyes. Oh my god. Oh, this one's kind of sick. I like this one. When they lean into the horror aspect, I think that's cooler. I find these creepier where they still try to keep it like kind of cute. This shit looks like the goddamn Dune earthworms. Can you see Paul riding one of these things? Freaky, man. He doesn't inject young people's, he injects his son's blood. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, his whatever, like 17-year-olds. Oh. Ew, imagine being the child of that guy and you have to deal with him being like, son, I actually need to siphon 30% of the blood from your body to keep my penis youthful. There's no way that doesn't damage you psychically. There's absolutely no way. The shit is gonna eat you when people sleep with their pet python, like when people sleep with their pet python. Oh my god. Perfect segue. A couple streams ago, I was talking about how when I was a kid and I used to go into Petco's, I'd be looking into the little chambers of mice that they have, being like, oh, they're so cute. And a guy came in and like bought 4 of them. And I was like, oh, are you keeping them as pets? Like, do you have other mice at home? And he went, no, I'm feeding them to my python. And I was like, oh my god. So I just been like looking into death row, being like, oh. I'm looking at people walking down the plank being like, God, he's eating that up. Oh my, he's making it look like a runway. I'm calling being sentenced to death adorable. But after I told that story, my dad heard it on stream, and he told me a story about when he used to work at a Petco in Louisiana, back when he was around my age, like 20 to 22. And this dude would come in, this older guy. He was like an old Italian man, and he'd come in with this little femboy like Thai kid, and he was a very, very creepy dude apparently, and he would buy like 8 rats at a time. And my dad asked him like, oh, like what do you do with these 8 rats? Like you're buying them regularly, like every single day. And he told my dad, he was like, yeah. He talked like this apparently. He was like, yeah, so I tie their tails together in a ball and I make them into a rat king, like a ball of rats. And I have a boa constrictor at home. So when I feed it to my boa constrictor, when it eats one, it has to eat the whole thing, all 8 at once. And he would do that to put the python into a food coma, and then he would take the snake out onto Bourbon Street, which is like a big public city center where there's a lot of tourists and stuff, and rent out the snake to like wrap around people on the street, which is crazy. I never thought about the way that because you see that shit if you ever been to like Miami. You see these snakes that are completely chill, and I never thought about the fact that they're literally being like sedated to be in that state for that to happen. Isn't that crazy? This dude was like a I don't know, like a Zootopia fan with a feeder kink. Sorry, that's fucked up. But DIY Rat King, yeah. Isn't that crazy? I had no idea. It's just one of those things that like you don't think about when you encounter it. I suppose like as people who don't, most of us, we're not around like exotic animals. You don't really understand like the bounds of training, right? Like how much an animal can be trained. Obviously, snakes can't become like completely docile, which is crazy. So yeah. Anyway, that was an epiphany for me for the fact that they're sedated. You're essentially like playing with a puppet snake, like puppet kings from mythology that are just drugged out, and the evil fucking council is actually running the kingdom. It's the same thing. Genuinely feel so bad for those rats. Domestic rats are so cute and friendly. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for the snake too. A rat king is fat, dude. Oh my, I mean, that's like some Bevo shit, man. That's like, rat king, okay. I think the size of a rat king would be like damn near a basketball in volume. Brother, like rats are fat. You tie 8 of them together, you got like you got some deece that you're trying to throat right there. So, best of luck to that snake. It's definitely dead now, obviously, but retroactively. Relic, is it bad I consumed 5 almost 6-year-old Nesquiks the other day? Oh my god. You, brother, your farts are going to destroy the ozone layer. Holy shit. I think you're liable for part of global warming at this point. They're trying to solve the cow farts ruining that shit in the beef industry, and I think you're just replacing all of the environmental damage that they're taking away. Snake version of a mukbang? Nah, for real. I had no idea. I just never thought about that. I really don't have any commentary on it. I just wanted to tell the story because it's crazy. Hey, what's up, Lapis? How you doing? I just downloaded Spotify and made a playlist. If I drop it in the Discord, can you rate my music taste? I can look through it, but I don't listen to music on stream. Copyright and shit, you know what I mean? I too would be in a food coma after eating 8 rats. I think I could eat 8 rats and be good. Well, bones and all, you know, we're not designed to digest them, but I think just straight up rat meat, you know what I mean? Bring me Remy's fucking head, dude. Come on. I'm gonna lure him in, being like, you know, after that stupid cook ginger asshole linguini dies, I'll take off my hat, be like, brother, hop on top of my shit. It's a trap. It's a trap. Okay, I got a George Foreman grill glued to my forehead. Ooh, Remy, you smell so good as you sear atop my scalp, brother. Have you ever listened to Avenged Sevenfold? I have not. Is that a rock band? It kind of sounds like a rock band. Relic. Oh, I already read that. Anybody know what rat tastes like? I haven't. I've never eaten rat before. I bet it's probably decent. I mean, I know people in where am I thinking of? Indonesia? I feel comfortable saying Indonesia. Indonesian street food, they have like a lot of vermin is the wrong word. That's like the racist word for them. Sorry, Remy, my bad, fool. Shit, what are they called? I can't remember. You know, like, goddamn Ghosty, what? Thank you for the sub. Rodents, yeah, there you go. They eat a lot of rodents. So, you know, you got like rats, you got guinea pigs, that kind of thing, all on sticks, like grilled street foods. I said this earlier, but it was really funny, so I'm gonna beat a dead horse. Watergate, but instead of regular listening devices, they just used a ton of Furbies. Real shit, man. They might have. There is timeline overlap for when Furbies were popping and when Watergate went down. Maybe the presidency was just like, no free brand deals. Let's omit that from the controversy, okay? I imagine like chicken. People say a lot of things taste like chicken, so now if it's unusual, I imagine it's like chicken. Maybe. Although I feel like their meat is, would it? I feel like their meat might be more closely aligned with like a red meat, like a gamey, you know what I mean, like a gamey kind of meat. That kind of meat that's like brown, you know what I mean, like that like dark red kind of thing. At Relic Braun, I can't even read your message. Scared me so much. Relic Blonde shot dead in the Bronx. Okay, are you trying to pre-fire a news headline right now? Are you trying to pre-fire a news headline so you can sue the New Yorker for copyright infringement when I get absolutely swissed in the Bronx? Best of luck with that. I mean, it's probably a good play. I am moving to New York in about a year, so you know, I suppose it's a good time to throw your bid in. LMAO, the Furby was from 1998, a little after Watergate. Ah, fuck. I thought Furbies started in like the early 1990s. Damn. Oh well. Hey, what? No. You're right. The vision is dead. Does it feel good to crush my dreams? Does it? The reason Watergate was so bad was because they didn't use #ad. That's true. Nobody would have listened if they put #sponsored. They just would have spammed the skip ad button as quickly as possible. New York City? Yeah, I'm moving to New York City. I'm moving to New York City for a number of reasons that are like boring and are not interesting to y'all at all. But one of the ones that's cool is I'm going to be near my dog and my mom, which is going to be cool. And then also, I live in Orange County right now, and this place sucks goddamn cock, man. I'm going to be in a cool place again. I really am spoiled, like, culturally. you know, I grew up in New Orleans, and then I moved to LA, and then my mom lives in New York City, and my dad lives in Denver. Like all sort of cultural hubs to different degrees. And now I live in like a whole city entirely made of cul-de-sacs. I am struggling, man. Not being around any cool clubs. Oof. I mean, you can make the drive up to LA, but still.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Visit Canada and get the 3,000 milligrams Reese weed.
3,000 milligrams? I don't know that my psyche would recover from that, to be honest. Hey, have any of y'all ever taken psychedelics before? I want to know if anybody is familiar with this before. I found out about this from a guy, the guy who runs Channel 5. I can't remember his name. Andrew Callahan, that's his name. I, for a period of time back when I was like 16, 17, oh, fuck. 6, 7. Stupid. Anyway, back when I was around those ages, I did like a bunch of edibles and shrooms. Okay. Hey, what's up, Lions? How are you? I did a bunch of edibles and shrooms. I bought me and my best friend bought like $500 worth of shrooms. So it was like a huge bag. Okay. And we got to the point where we were tripping more days than we weren't tripping, like, because we just had them like in our room. And we were hanging out together every day. So if we were bored, we'd just be like, we'll take 2 grams, 2-3 grams, whatever. And after doing that for what ended up being like maybe a month and a half.
I love power, I love capitalism.
You can get 3,000 milligrams or more edibles from indigenously owned businesses because they don't have the same weed regulations as normal dispensaries.
That's fucking crazy. But I've done nowhere near 3,000 milligrams at one time. But within that like a month and a half to 2 month period, I had taken so many mushrooms that I started to live in like a perpetual state of tripping and being high. And it took legitimately almost like 5 years for my brain to feel normal again, which is crazy. I don't want to scare anyone from psychedelics. In normal amounts, they're totally fine and, kosher and safe. I still participate in psychedelics, but it's the strangest thing. For like 5 years, I lived in this sort of, it's like derealization, essentially. I felt like I was watching my own life through like a secondary lens, and you get this like visual fog. It looks like TV static. Really, really bizarre. It didn't affect my life all that much, to be honest. It was just kind of something that I lived with chronically. I don't know what it's akin to. It was like living my life permanently with like a bug sitting on my like computer screen. You know when like a fly lands on like your computer screen and it's like a little bit annoying? It's like that.
Capitalism.
I've got a hamburger-sized shroom that I'm going to demolish on my days off.
Damn, Lions. Also, thank you for the bits. I realized I never say thank you for bits because I'm always just responding to what you guys are saying. But obviously, thank you very much for all the support. It's so sweet every goddamn time. I just want to say that. Also, hamburger-sized shroom. Best of luck on the other side. It's all gone. Hashtag no bush. No! Start rubbing some minoxidil on that groin immediately, okay? We have to restore the forests, man. I'm like a pubic Lorax, okay? I refuse. My life's work is to go around and murder anybody who's ever given a Brazilian wax. I'm kidding, Twitch.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Forever bushing it up over here.
Okay, hold on. What the fuck was I saying? I sold shrooms for a while when I worked at Applebee's. It's a good way to make money. My best friend's ex-girlfriend is actually, it was just weird, like small world kind of thing. He found out that she was the sister of the dude that we bought the $500 of shrooms from. Small world. But yeah, it's a good way to make money. Check. Oh, that was not for me. I see.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
I cannot afford this shit, bro. I'm broke, please lower the 25.
I can't. I'm so sorry. This is legitimately I'm integrating like a caste system into my community, but I think 50 is good, but just because not many people are going to want to pay it, and then most CTS won't come through. Because it was getting to the point where I had people DMing me being like, I don't know if I can watch the stream anymore if this continues. It's nothing personal. It's just, you know, a better viewing experience for the general audience. Oh, that's visual snow can be permanent if it gets really bad. Yeah, that's what I found out. I found out from Andrew Callahan because he lives with permanent visual snow, which is what I had like the beginnings of. Which is fucking crazy. I had no idea that potentially I could have been living with that forever. Pretty fascinating. So yeah, don't take, you know, $500 worth of shrooms every day for like 2 months. You know, bad move. Unless you want that sort of grainy, archival media aesthetic, then, you know, go for it. When you get to New York, you're gonna want to go into these subway tunnels and jump in front of a train. You think so? I don't know. I'm sort of like, you know, I deal with depression enough. I feel like anywhere I go, I'm going to be the same amount of happy and miserable. You know what I mean? I was born with visual snow. I think it's pretty. There you go. See? Some people enjoy it. Runk, you should play a game called Dave the Diver. Super fun and addictive game to smoke and chill while you play. I've seen it. It looks very, what's the word? Aesthetically pleasing. I think it looks sweet. I'd be down to play that. Adonis is asking me here outs. However, I only have one hold me back, and we all know who that is. Here, what? Hold on. I read that wrong. Adonis is asking me about hear me outs. However, I only have one hold me back. We all know who that is. Ah, I see. Okay. Me. I understand. Yo, a stream in Central Park would be dope. I'm down to do that. We could do a stream, you know, going into subway stations late at night and being pursued by miscreants. That's a little callback to the first time I went to New York when I was a little kid. Me and my mom late at night got chased through an empty subway station by, I don't know, whatever he was, something murderer. Who knows? Who knows? Luckily, me as a little fat boy, I was pretty quick, man. What's the formula? The mass times speed equals whatever. I can't remember it. Fucked up the joke. Whatever. That's okay. It's got underwater gambling. Oh, I'm sold. Good Lord. Speaking of gambling, how many people y'all know? Any young people in here know motherfuckers who are like losing their entire paychecks on parlays? I want to talk about that a little bit. I watched a video recently, a couple, both by Coffeezilla and Drew Gooden, on, you know, sports betting, whether it be like DraftKings, Klarna, Kalshi, you know, all those things. And I didn't really realize how bad that epidemic was, to be honest, because I'm just not friends with like a bunch of typical college guys. But I was in my biology lab, sitting with my lab partner, and I'm listening to him talk to his buddy, and both of them are like, yeah, we lost like about $2,000 on parlays over the past like month and a half. Oh my God. That's fucking rent, man. 2,000? Bro, if I lost 100, I'd stop immediately. I agree. I gambled one time when I was a little kid. And if you're going, that's illegal. Yes, you are absolutely right. I was gambling on horses like a goddamn Peaky Blinder. Okay, so put me in a Sigma edit. Okay, hold on, I'll pose. I'll do the hat thing. All right. That was me thinking that I could rig horse betting. I went in with like $200 of this Italian dude's money. Long story. And about $50 of my allowance that I had earned from, like, you know, mowing lawns or whatever. Lost it all in 2 bets, and I've never gambled again. Show us a picture of your Lions! God damn! Thank you very, very much, and welcome all the new people into the community. Holy shit, Lions! Thank you so much. I'm always in awe of how fat your racks are, and it's truly amazing. Show us a picture of your mom. Okay. I took away bit donations that has affected Silver, and he's attaining retribution by trying to attain photos of my mother. My mom is my friend is a gambler and an elected official. I worry about this country all the time. People will bet on anything. Yeah, I mean, did y'all see? Sorry, this isn't very funny discourse. I'll get back to the ha-has in a little bit. But did y'all see the owner, the CEO of Kalshi being like, yeah, we hope to turn every disagreement. We hope to be able to turn every disagreement or difference of opinion into a product that can be monetized. What? That is so dystopian. Oh my God. Holy shit. Someone go open up someone go open up Mangione's goddamn prison cell like a Pokeball. Okay? Okay, some Ash Ketchum out there has gotta go collect his Pikachu, man, and get to work. Twitch, I'm kidding. Eventually I'm going to Niagara Falls with $20 and only $20 in gambling until I get a profit. Best of luck, man. I can already see your car getting repoed. I wish you the best, though. Oh shit, I have a sub. I guess I gotta speak up now. What's up, Gemini? I'm happy that you said some words. Not that you have to in the future. Happy to have you in the inner sanctum, though. Was it mac or cheese? Long story. I told you, okay? Don't worry about the old Italian man paying children hundreds of dollars. All right? All right, there's a long story there with some well, I can't, that implies something really horrible. Bazinga! Don't know. Not that. He was like a well, I can't really well, I'm not saying names. I haven't seen him in like 10 years. He was basically like a small-time criminal in New Orleans. They were not like small-time organized criminal that mostly ran like rigged betting. And he made a lot of money through doing that. And then I guess he was just trying to like share it. So he had us in a suite. He was trying to impress a woman that was like chaperoning us, and he had us in this suite at the New Orleans horse betting ring, and all to impress her. So he gave us a little bit of money so we would fuck off. And that's the entire story basically. So I am kosher. I'm remaining undiddled. I am good. Just want to say that because I implied something otherwise. Maybe that's why I was getting those ads I was complaining about the, you can call a hotline if you've been touched. I guess that's why. Now that I think about it. I fucking love gambling. However, unlike most guys, I know when to pull out. Double entendres, I see. Very good. Wordplay. I don't. Anytime I've gambled, which is actually I have gambled a couple more times, but I was always cheating. And anytime that I've ever like placed a bet on anything, I don't know when to stop. I got that Irish sort of addictive personality, so I can't be doing that. Oops, I gotta bounce. Bye, gamers. Bye, Marinara. I hope you have a good night. Wait, speaking of Pokemon, do any of you guys play Pokemon Go? I played Pokemon Go after a girl that I had a crush on when I was still a teenager was into it. And not for me. I was like, I'd rather just go on a walk. You know what I mean? Like, any naturalists out here looking at Pokemon Go, like, goddamn, motherfucker, is the beauty of nature not enough for your soul? You need to have a little digitized animal to capture. You need to feel like you're conquering something. Come on. I mean, that's a little bit too far. I don't actually have that strong of an opinion, but I was like, we were walking in a beautiful park and her head was just in her phone looking for a fucking Gengar. Girl, if you don't look at what the heavens have bestowed upon us, I don't believe in God. Some people are confused about that. I'm just, analogies. Runk doesn't pull out confirmed, gonna drain his bank account. There's not, you can inherit debt. You can inherit debt in a carbon copy of me, little monster child running around.
I love capitalism.
Fuck Pokemon Go, Pikmin Bloom is better.
Is that like the Pikmin version of Pokemon Go? I've never really played Pikmin before, to be honest. I only ever fuck with the Pikmin in Smash. That's the only time I've ever played a game with Pikmin in it. By the way, I would always play what's his name? He's the dude from Legend of Zelda, the purple fucker that would choke people. What's his name? It starts with a G? I can't remember. Whatever. I'd always play him, and I remember choke slamming the fuck out of a Pikmin. So that's my one memory of those cute little guys, of your cute little faves. Runk, I've said it 10 times. The slideshow's done. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll check it out right now. Do you have a Discord?
Money,
I do.
Power, I love capitalism.
You have Pikmin that you can send on adventures, but it just tracks how many steps you took and gives you reward. It's not like Pokemon Go.
Ah, okay, I see. So it's a less involved kind of thing. I do think that's better than I agree. You want the hat? Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me open up the hear me outs first, and then I'll go get my hat. I've been wondering for years what it would be like to what? Been wondering what it would be like for years to Grinf. Is that lingo? I don't know, or is that a typo? I'm just gonna replace it. Been wondering for years what it would be like to roll up and smoke a Pikmin. Probably fire, man. I mean, little magical beings, I feel like if you eat any sort of their essence, you're probably getting high. I mean, you don't think, like, if unicorns were real that, you know, snorting their, like, pulverized horn would do something to you? Probably be a big industry for poachers, just saying. I bought, like, 700 Pokemon cards when I was 11 for, like, $6. I got my parents to spend, like, $500 on Pokemon cards, and then I traded them all at lunches over the course of maybe a couple months. To kids that had like dupes and fakes. I remember like 2 of those like mini packs that you can buy when you're walking out of a Walmart. I don't know if they still have that, but they did when I was a kid. And I traded 2 of those for a fake Mewtwo card that was like so obviously fake, and it made my mom, it's just sad for me. She was like, oh. I think she was sort of empathizing with my stupidity, which is much better than, you know, being mad, you know, than her yelling at me. Right? That must be an S tier smoke. I mean, fuck smoking them. Let's talk about eating them. Let's talk about eating fictional characters, okay? I'm gonna do, okay, for Adonis, for your hear me out thing, I'm gonna do 2. Hear me out to eat, or hear me out, you know, smash or pass. Okay, that'll be the 2 things that we review. Because I look at a lot of fictional characters, and I constantly go, you guys are delicious, probably. You know that when they were like in the Minions movie, and you had Bob sitting on that scanner, and that prints out that little Scantron.
I love power, I love capitalism.
If I find pics of your mom and I upload them onto Rule 34, also I'm going broke because of you.
Too far. Crawl back out the ether, brother. Okay, my dad watches these. I gotta stand on business now, okay? Fah! Anyway, what was I saying? In the Minions movie, when Bob is sitting on that scanner and he prints out that little printed photo of his butt cheeks, I was going, brother, that looks like a photo of a menu item, man. Grill them hoes up expeditiously. Those look like grilled pork chops. Throw a little what's it called? Throw a little Tony Chachere's on there for me, okay? Yeah, bro, I eat the box of multiple fictional characters. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I'm not any better. I just said I'd eat the butt cheeks, but I don't know. All right, we got a box troll in here. Let's go. Let's go. Mods, give him green bean juice enema. Are you the green man that is on the package covering of those cans? Hold on. What's his name? Green guy, green bean mascot. Are you the green giant? What the fuck? Why are there no big images? There we go. Hold on. There we go. Are you this motherfucker right here? Okay. Are you the green giant? Have you been looking at me all these years from the cans that you're printed on, going, God, I can't wait to just fill him up with green bean juice? That's pretty freaky, man. I feel preyed upon. Vanillish, the ice cream Pokemon. Ooh. Yeah, that's true. Any food-based Pokemons? I mean, aren't there like literally Pokemons that are like hot dogs? Come on. Dude, if we're running low at 4th of July in the Pokemon world and you've got that motherfucker in one of your Pokeballs, pop him out. Oh, but I love him. He's my pet. He has a name. I don't give a fuck. Okay, we'll name the dish after him in his honor. Okay. Runk, Bagel is being a hater. Check the slideshow already. Okay,
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
If you want to see food creatures, look up Bugsnax.
Oh, I've heard of Bugsnax before. Be safe. Ooh, be safe for what? I said I wasn't gonna drink for a while, but after that shit show that was today at work, I'm getting fucking plastered tonight. Nice. I hope you enjoy yourself. Okay, hold on. Bugsnax. Let's peep this real quick. And then I'm gonna open it, and then I'll go get the hat, and then I'm gonna start the slideshow. Sorry, you guys are interesting to talk to. All right. Oh, I've seen Germa play this before. I'm familiar with this game. Don't you just like go around breeding them and then eating them? Sort of like a bit of like a Kronos figure in this game, right? Fucking around with CRISPR, creating genetically delicious beings only to crush them between your molars. Right? There's a caramel apple Pokemon, and you think I won't Kirby gobble that? For real. For real. I mean, that's just an alley-oop. Dude, they're playing around, even acting like people would keep those things as pets. What are you talking about? That's meal prep right there. There would be gym bros walking into the forest for lunch instead of going to Kava. They don't even have to cook it. They're just grabbing you and eating you like when you see like a hawk eating a fucking rodent, just clawing it. That's what it'd be. A bunch of dudes in wife beater tank tops and Nike shoes, just eating those things while they're probably partially alive still. Runk, track the Discord, please. Oh yeah, I will. Sonic looking tasty right now. People do eat hedgehogs in East Asia, I'm pretty sure. Discord, or not East Asia. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. Discord. There you go. Anybody who's new, if you have a Discord, you can hop in and drop in your art, whatever else. I like to take a gander at it. Takes me a while to get to it because I'm bad at shutting the fuck up, but I do get to it eventually. I'm tempted to give up studying within the next hour and just smoke, so I'm calm before my exam tomorrow afternoon. My university decided Saturdays are acceptable for exams. Ugh. That sucks. I'm not in any position to tilt your scales in either direction, brother. I don't want to lead you astray. Whatever you think is best, you'll make it work. Okay. Where's this slideshow at?
Bloody peasant! Oh, what a giveaway. Did you hear that?
Oh, thank you for the follow. Hold on. Is it in Creative Corner? Adonis, where do you put the slideshow at? I gotta look at these fictional characters. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's on Google Docs, I see. Hear me out, okay? All right. I'm gonna go put on a hat, and then we're gonna get into the hear me out. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Cat ears equipped. My int has gone up by 7 points. My arcane by 2. Let's proceed. I look away for 2 seconds. What happened? Don't worry about it, okay? I was just equipping some legendary loot. Sonic is all chili dog weight. He would be like Hedgehog Wagyu. That's true. I mean, I would have been like human Wagyu when I was a kid, so I can't cast stones from a glass home. You know, I was fattening myself up like those Japanese cows, man. Ooh, hold on. Before we get into this, did I ever tell y'all about the time that I was a pretty chunky kid and I had a Wii. I had a Wii Fit game, and it was Kung Fu Panda, the movie, the game, because they used to do that. And in the scene where you're like in the dungeon and you're fighting all of the alligator ninjas, the game was like, do a backflip. And I thought it actually wanted me to do a backflip, something that I was entirely physically incapable of. I couldn't even really run a mile, let alone perform acrobatics. I got so mad that I almost punched my TV, and then I went and sold my Wii and all my games the next day. Oh my God, I was so sensitive. I felt like the game called me fat, and at that time I had bad body insecurity, man. I threw away my whole setup. I didn't have a gaming setup for like that goddamn 2 years after that. I called it quits. Femboy relic. Dude, you don't know how deep this bag gets, okay? I got a certain VOD, okay, that you can go look for if you so please. All right, see you, Relic. I gotta drive tonight. All right, bye. I hope you have a good one, Darth. Best of luck driving. The whip DZ calling to me. I like the way you said that sentence. I hope you enjoy driving around. In your definition, does makeup count as art? Of course. I have so many fits and stuff that I have, like no one wants to share them with. If not, that's all good. Yeah, of course. Oh, you meant, can you drop them in the Discord? Yeah. Motherfuckers drop selfies in the creative corner, man. And they're like, I'm God's work of art. It's fine. It's very subjective. And then also objectively, yes, makeup is a form of art. Wii Fit was telling hella 10-year-olds they're dangerously overweight. Like, yo, for real? What was with that? Dude, so what? I'm eating hella goddamn Little Debbie's, dude. I couldn't get a girlfriend at the time. Little Debbie's damn near was my girlfriend, okay? Let me be rotund in peace, all right? I got the buoy build. At least I won't drown. I float, okay? I'm buoyant. I got some points in that stat. Maybe I can't, I have trouble sitting or, standing up. But I'm all right. Anyway. Okay. Let's get into the runk. This list is ass. It's so basic. Don't listen to Adonis. Okay. I see Yodorichi. Dude, that is... hear me out. Okay. Let's get into this. All right. We got a hear me out section of the stream provided by community member Adonis. Okay. The god of battle. In the community. Okay. Can I post my dit in Creative Corner? It's the creator's finest work of art. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's just proceed. Hear me out. P.S. It goes from most normal to dangerous. Goes from most normal to the most dangerous. How hard would it be to actually get with them? Okay. Jennifer Lawrence. Okay, just a normal baddie. Obviously would, of course. Okay, let's proceed. Harley Quinn. Yeah, Harley Quinn is obviously a baddie. However, I do feel that you have to be a man who's willing to die. Okay, if you're willing to die about a fine, crazy girl, then I think that might be the move. But I feel like she's very much like using you as a human shield. You know what I mean? Why is there an X video link? Oh my god. All right, let's just proceed. Let's proceed, okay? To pay no mind. All right, let's just keep going. Purple-haired cat girls, Blair and Yodorichi. Okay. This, I think, is better than Harley Quinn. I think this should be higher up. Maybe not her. I haven't finished Soul Eater, so I don't know how she plays out, but she's safe to be with, I feel like, in my opinion. Hey, what's up, Princeton? How you doing? I'm doing a W or L goon review, apparently. Don't really know how I ended up in this situation. But, here we are, man. my community asked W or L Faps, and I'm here like God to come down and answer the question. All right, let's keep going. All right, yeah. Obviously, hopefully in human form. I don't know if you're on that Shane Dawson shit, but if not, you're gonna have to be banished. But let's stay on the right side of things, okay? El Goon, I think Yodoichi's good. Crazy, just a new viewer popping in. Hopefully, my day becomes better. We'll see. It might become exponentially worse, man. Okay, Smasher Pass and Animorph. Okay, within philosophical question. Okay, philosophical question. With an Animorph, at what stage between animal and human does it
I
become...
love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
I'm going to find pictures of his mom and upload them onto every single PXXN website I can find, and I'm gonna make money off of it.
Crawl out the ether again, man. Crawl out. Okay. What was I saying? I'm on Silver's ass today. He's coming at me though, man. You're picking a fight with God, okay? You're trying to fight the ocean. Anyway, within... Okay, hold on. I got to phrase this question. Okay, well, as a human, an Animorph, within the transformation between animal to human, where does it become morally acceptable for you if you saw someone smashing? Okay, where do you... Crazy question, I know. Kind of hard to think about probably. But motherfuckers are out here being like, yeah, I'd smash a centaur. People make thirst edits of BoJack Horseman. You know what I mean? Like the humans in Family Guy are fucking Brian, and he just talks like a dude. That's a whole ass dog. That's not okay. I think there's an academic research paper to be seen there. One before Animal. So you're just talking about like an animal with patchy hair. You're talking about an animal that's just losing its fur. That's the only thing that happens in the first stage. Don't let this dude around the skinless or hairless cats, man. Be afraid. It's exactly what you're talking about. Bruh, I'm trying to listen to Anthropomorphic, yo. Check this out. What, Asmongold? Asmongold's furry rating scale. I hate Asmongold. Knowing is half the battle. Not furry, semi-furry, furry, very furry. Oh shit, what are you doing? Wait, you mean... Does he have 5 at his best? Because it's the highest, or does he have 1 at his best? I don't know. Fuck Asmongold. He's a gross ass bitch. Yeah. I just looked up the chart. Asmongold didn't make this. Okay, I see. I was gonna say, it's like I guess he's also on Shane Dawson timing. No, for real, disgusting human. Yeah, he's a nasty fellow. He's just calling for well, I don't know. I don't want to get into his discourse. I'm just gonna ignore that stinky dude. I can't believe the Gooner stream is the one I have to lurk for. Hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you have to look, you have to look into the promised lands from the outside. All right. Nurgle's #1 simp. Asmongold is a roach lord. Yeah, I mean, God forbid he takes command of all the bugs inside of his domain. He'd be like a racist Ant-Man. Be truly awful. Okay, I got an early Christmas gift. It's a dog, and it's a girl. What should I name it? I like the name Faye. I'm not doing a bit. I'm just giving you an honest girl name that I like. I like the name Faye. All right, let's proceed. Clown women. Okay. This recently blew up on Twitter, like probably circa 2 years ago. People started freaking out about Clussy. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if people watched It, the Clown, and went, God, I really want to put my dong inside of that thing. Maybe. Sort of looks like, I don't know. It sort of does look like the It Clown doing the Naruto sexy jutsu, but I can get behind it. Because it's kind of just, baddies and makeup. Asmongold is secretly a rat king inhabiting a flesh suit. I don't doubt it, man. Yo, let's call back. Let's feed his ass to one of the street performer pythons. How about it? How about it, man? Should Harley Quinn be here? That's true. This is kind of a two-peat. Peridot. Okay. Yeah. This one replies as a hear me out. I don't know if I would. Peridot's like attitude. I didn't finish Steven Universe, but the sort of like, wow, wow. Like imagine the sounds. You know what I mean? That's kind of what's getting me. I've got four new glass pieces. I sent a pic in the general when I'm home. Please do. Another X video. Oh my god, with the links, dude. Come on. Okay, hold on. How many of these can I look at? Hold on. I have to pre-fire some of these. I won't do the discourse, but you got X video links in here, brother. I got to peep. Okay. All right. All right. I think we should be good. We should be good. It's pushing it a little bit. Okay. Trigger warning. Semi-mature content. Okay. Semi-mature content. Now let's proceed. Okay. Peridot, I say pass. No. I don't like the attitude. I think she would pull out strange devices that I wouldn't know how to operate. Okay, and it would make me feel inexperienced, which would, make me feel insecure. And then two, I think that the sounds would just be awful. Would be terrible. So pass, definitely. Okay, that's too much. Okay, Judy Hopps.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
I thought you were rating if you would eat them as well.
Peridot I wouldn't eat. Too human-like. I'm not cannibal, okay? All right, wait, my music. Hold on, give me 1 second. There we go. Judy Hopps, pass on, smash or pass, I'm going no. Eating, I'm going yes. Rabbit is good. Rabbit tastes good. So if you could fillet this goddamn narc, okay, fillet this pig in rabbit form, then I'm down. Judy Hopps is so overrated. I agree. I have been a Hopps fan since 2016. What are these images? Yeah, I mean, oh my God, Adonis, the fucking internet search history. The internet search history on your computer. Oh, Lord. Okay. Judy Hopps, nah. I'm going no. Would I eat her in the food manner? Yeah, I've had rabbit before. I think it's good. The two on the left are from the movie? What is with this one? Yo, animators, what kind of assets are you making? Why she looking back at it? That's crazy. I didn't know. Wait, did I spill? Oh, no. I'm good. Sorry, I thought I spilled water on my PC for a second. I was about to freak out. Don't look this shit up on a school computer. Yeah, please don't. I had one of my community members tell me that they saw one of their classmates trying to work in a buzzer beater before turning their Chromebook back in, deleting 3 gigabytes of gay porn. Dude, you got to take care of that beforehand, okay? I'm afraid you're not making that buzzer beater. Gotta go. Wrong phone's dying. I'll tune back in if you're still live by the time I'm home. Sure. Best of luck getting home, Lions. That might be the play. Nick, you see, but it's just the only thing that makes Nick the Fox hot is his voice actor, which is Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman is a baddie, okay? And that's what gets him. This is just a bunny with a white woman's voice. It just doesn't, doesn't do anything for me. She doesn't have any sort of accent, but god damn, Jason Bateman's voice, he does sound hot. I have to agree. Melina. Yeah. This is sort of are you a mask on or mask off kind of man? How freaked out are you? You know what I mean? Are you going for paper bag tech or no? I have to say teeth kind of freak me out a little bit, to be honest. Some of you might revoke my monster fucker card here, but yeah, I just can't really do teeth like that. So I would probably be a mask on person, but I would say smash, and I would say I would not eat. Once again, a human being. Okay. Human being would not eat them. Mile, a mask off, all teeth. Melina, mask off, all teeth. Okay. All right. Just trying to get the dong bitten. Okay. Word. Brother wants to get gnawed on, coward. I mean, just like, what am I going to do with that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking practically here, okay? I could be performative. I think some of you are liars. When really confronted with a mouth like this, I think you would be afraid. Okay, shred my shit, please. Me personally, I'm not trying to get my dong shredded like a fucking confidential document going through a paper shredder. Okay, I'm not trying to be treated like, you know, tax papers with your personal information on it. I'm good. Personally. Have you ever heard of the vagina donata theory that Freud popularized? The idea, the idea that there are teeth in the vaginal canal, and if you stick something in, you won't pull it out. That is crazy. I have not. What? That's crazy. He thought that vaginas were like the goddamn pit from Star Wars. That's crazy. He thought that show was like the pit from Star Wars that Boba Fett was flying around. That's pretty gnarly. He had a lot of bad ideas, didn't he? Shred it like Trump's doing the Epstein files. Exactly. I don't want that happening to my dong, okay? Nah, you just aren't built different. Okay, sure. Slime girls. Your internet history just flashed through my brain. Like I immediately, okay, I've been in the depths before. I'm familiar, and I've read the ancient texts. Okay. Smash. Would I eat as food? No. Otherwise, and the other way, yes. Low-key, this community is not God's work. What if we're like a god that got kicked out of the pantheon, Loomba? Have you considered that? Okay. Also, this is more freaked out than normal, which is saying something. But I'm doing, you know, we fuck around. Whatever. Okay. Ghosts. Nah, pass. I'm passing on ghosts. Because poltergeists can, like, change form. So, like, I'm not a Jiraiya type where someone can just, like, transform into someone I find attractive and then I'm down. Like, I'm not. I would know deep in my heart that this might be some, you know, I don't know, like, you know, like an old man who's, like, transforming into a baddie. I can't. I'm going pass. Personally. El Goon, cosign. Toy Chica, pass. Completely pass. I'm not fucking with Toy Chica even in the slightest. I think when I see Toy Chica, like on Twitter, people were freaking out about this. It looks like it has the texture of those like McDonald's slides that you used to crawl around when you were kids. I don't want that, dude. I'm not trying to put my dong in PVC pipe. Pass, completely pass. Okay. Female Venom, smash. Okay, I don't care if you're bald. I don't care at all. Smash, completely smash. Not really much to say about this. Yes. Temmie from Undertale. Just looks like a cat girl, furry. I'm gonna go pass. I'm not really into furries in that way, to be honest. I'm gonna go pass personally. Unless there's a personality that Temmie has, because this is sort of like drawn cute, then maybe. But I'm gonna go pass off the visual. All right, let's proceed. I'm gonna speed run through the rest of these. Cosmos Fiend. Smash. I would smash probably all of anyone. Well, not all, but a lot of the fiends in Chainsaw Man. I think a lot of them are baddies. All right, let's proceed. Also, dude, the what the fuck is his name? How am I forgetting? Dude, L Fan. I can't remember his name. Who's the dude who trains Denji in power? Fuck. He's so hot. It's insane. The dude with scars on his face. You skipped one? Oh, I did? Okay. Claire from Claymore. I've never seen Claymore, but smash. She looks like an absolute baddie. Looks like she would probably kill me, but, you know, life's not that worth living. Kishibe? Yeah, there you go. Kishibe is fine as fuck. God damn. Pomni. Yeah, smash. What is Pomni from? I don't know. Pomni has been so, like, R34 that I literally only know this from, like, you know, people who are too freaked out on Maine on Twitter. I've never seen the source material. So, I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? Neko Arc, pass completely. Same thing. No. Mia, yes. Also, the cheeks on screen. God damn. Too much. Too much. Hold on. All right. Gotta pre-fire these ones too. This is so long. Holy shit. All right. I've just skipped through some of these. They're too freaked out. Okay. All right. I'm gonna resume here on the lizard girl. Okay. We'll resume here. Okay. The amazing digital circus. Okay, I see. Now, is that R34 content or is that like normal? I took the cheeks out runk. You did not, dude. There's butt cheek everywhere. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna go pass. Have you heard of the Quan Mills book? I might be about to put you on game if you're into this. Quan Mills what's it called? Velociraptor hose and the thugs who get them pregnant.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
I walked into my vampire literature class one day with vagina dentata written in big bold letters because we were talking about Dracula's wives in the original Bram Stoker story.
Wait, I walked into my vampire literature class. Vampire literature class? What the fuck? One day with vagina dentata written in big bold letters because we were talking about Dracula's wives in the original Bram Stoker story. Man, the bounds of education are truly fascinating, aren't they? Here you go. Let me put you on game if you're into lizard women. Okay. Let's show you this. Can I open in a new page, please? No? Okay, well. Fell in love with hood rich BBW Velociraptor. From one of the goats, Quan Mills, who, yes, this is an AI cover, but he's since using an actual artist, okay? One of the, truly a modern Shakespeare. So Adonis, you might want to peep that. Just had to put you on game real quick, okay? I got something suited to you. Okay. Let's proceed. Let's wrap out this hear me out list. Okay. Ditto? Just looks like a... Oh, wait, the pink thing. Dude, what? This is like a fleshlight that smiles back. Pass. Stone Ocean, smash. Same thing. Fine woman, but just bald. Yes. Flame Alaxtra, yeah, sure, dude. And atomize my dong. That's fine. Do nuclear fission on the tip, please. I'm okay with that. Okay. Velocistrippers need some of that, brother. More for you. Not my cup of tea personally. I have a signed copy of this. Of how many? Wait, you have a signed copy of this? Ho got roaches in her crib? Oh my god, dude, I'm so jealous. Holy shit, that genuinely is probably going to be worth a bunch of money in the future. Gwendolyn. I'm gonna go smash mostly so I can steal the headpiece. I don't find Gwendolyn that fine personally. Spriggans. Pass. I've collected hiking sticks that I think are more curvaceous than the Spriggans. Okay, let's proceed. Arky, same thing. Bald, fine woman. Sure, why not? Arisa. Okay, someone's pushing the bounds. I'm gonna go pass. All right. The 4 legs is making me think animal. All right, and there's added boobs here, but honestly, this just sort of looks like horrors beyond human comprehension coming out of Silicon Valley right now. Why did they give her boobs? Man, innovation, okay? You can't be mad at human innovation. All right, let's continue. Jewel. This is a bird. This is a bird with eyelashes. Are you going into zoos with a lash kit being like, come on, look pretty for me? You can't be doing that, man. You're walking around with pocket full of bird seed, being like, please come and peck me. That's what you're up to. Okay, pass. Obviously, would I eat Jewel? No. Endangered species. I care about that kind of thing. Maya Higa, ignore the rest of this stream and everything else I've ever done on stream and invite me to the sanctuary, please. I promise I'm normal, mostly. All right, let's go. Viper. Okay. Humanoid viper, sure. But also, this is just a snake. Same thing. This is a snake with eyelashes. You're going into a zoo with a lash kit and terrorizing the whole animal kingdom, apparently. All right, let's proceed. Pass. Would I eat viper? I've never had snake before, so I think I would. Runk, if you're interested in knowing what I meant by vampire literature class, my previous messages has the books we analyzed. Okay, I'll scroll up and check it out in a second. I'm gonna wrap this list up though. Relic, check general. I sent my own list. Is this whole stream today just gonna be me talking about different... Guys, we had new people join today. They're not even here anymore. There's no... Well, I don't know if they're not, but there's no way they are. There's no way they are. God. All right. I gotta have streams where I trap people. Okay. I'm here, King. Okay. Shout out to you, Kitty. Thank you for staying. I gotta okay. Let you into the psychology. I have to get my grubby little mitts into the folds in your brain first before I start, getting into this kind of thing. I gotta have like missionary streams where it's like about indoctrination, okay, and then we can get into the more like freaky side of Scientology thing where I just am do shit like this. It's okay. This is exactly what I'm here for. Okay, I retained 2. That's okay. We'll take it. I think that's 2 out of 5. That's a pretty good hit rate. We had like 5 new people. 2, yeah, that's decent. That's almost half. Okay, Viper, pass. Dude, any Sephora completely ban Adonis from buying lash kits ever. He's getting up to nefarious activities. Why is it doing the fucking... I go... Okay. This one? All right. I see the vision a little bit. This one? No. This one, you can't just add boobs. They don't have... Well, maybe they do. What? An anonymous gifter. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, person from the mist, for the subs. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much. That's very sweet. I swear to God, I'm not doing anything freaky to anything outside of our species. Okay. Says the guy who created this list. All right, let's proceed. Let's proceed. You didn't know that I said yes to doing this just to entrap you and shame you. All right, let's go. I'm gonna go pass. Although this one is more reasonable than the past like 3. I think you know what? Okay, I'm gonna have pass with a stipulation. 2 White Claws. Female xenomorph, smash. I don't know what's different about the xenomorph, but something about it. I'm smash easily. Smash. Sober. All right, let's go. Yeah, and so what if he is? Okay, what are you, his lawyer? What? You fucking defense counsel coming up? What's going on here? You're calling out objection? Listen, I love a good monster. I'm a firm believer that everyone is in some way a monster fucker, but there are some that cross a weird line. Yeah, probably. Honestly, I don't know much about monster fucker discourse. I'm out here just fucking around, man. There's some people on Twitter that don't play around. They'd have my head on a pike. Thank you, Goon Queen, my only ally in these trying times. I'm forever in your debt. Wait till you get those legal fees. You think Goon Queen's doing that out of the kindness of her heart? That cranium is enticing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Imagine grabbing it in backshots. Okay. All right, that's a bit much. I wouldn't even know how. Just holding it like a football. Looking like you're about to get a good spiral on your throw. All right, let's go. Fuck, I didn't include insect girls. I feel like there are some good insect girls in an anime that are like pretty decent. All right, let's proceed. Xenomorph? Yes. All right, let's go. Runculus Maximus, our Lord and Savior. Okay, obviously I'm gonna have to go yes for myself. This image is just terrible. What? This is from this stream. You added this just now. I was like, holy shit, you made this whole thing immediately? You had all these images on standby? Let me peruse my folders. All right, self-cessed, you already know it. I mean, you have to. I would. Doug, what? Thank you, man. Thank you very much for all the subs today. Subs today, guys. I said subs today. Ally. Clip it. Come on. All right. Thank you for all the subs. That's like super sweet. Thank you for the support. As I'm just Man, getting support and money for the things I do always blows my mind, and it is so sweet. Okay, checking bagels list. It's way shorter, I promise. Okay, where's it at? Did you send it in general as well? It's from Adonis. There you go. There's bagels. Okay. Bagels, hear me outs. Okay. Second, hear me out list review. Let's go. Bagels, hear me outs. Fuck Adonis and his shitty list. I fear we may be staring down the barrel of something even worse, brothers. Okay. Be prepared to shame another community member. All right. Now let's proceed into these dangerous waters. How about it? All right. Let's see. Note, all of these hear me outs apply to their base form. This isn't like Adonis's list where he puts sexualized versions of the characters. Nah, I'm fucking them as is like a real man. Okay. So Bagel is going on his Kendrick yelling at Drake for, paying for girls' BBLs thing right now. You're mad at all the baddies in Miami? All right. Let's go. Runk, the literature list? Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on, let me peep this real quick before we get into it. Also, why did you take a vampire class? Are you just like interested in vampires in general? Have you seen Castlevania? You should watch it.
I love
it's
money,
really
I love
good.
power, I love capitalism.
The anonymous was me too. I just forgot to cut it off.
Ah, okay, I see. Thank you. I'm happy that you've come out of the shadows. I Am Legend. It was a class that looked at Dracula. I Am Legend, Interview with a Vampire, Salem's Lot, and Twilight. It's because I'm an English major. Oh, you answered my question in your... Okay, I see. So you just had to for your English major class. My favorite vampire novel that I've ever read, I can't remember it, but it's just... I think it's one of like the first ones. Vampire book about vampire terrorizing small fishing town. The Gathering? Salem's Lot? Maybe, is it Salem's Lot by Stephen King? For a vampire terrorizing a small town, Salem's Lot is a classic choice about a writer returning. No, it wasn't about a writer. What the fuck am I thinking about? Y'all don't care at all. Let's look at the goddamn monster fucker list like all you goobers want. Okay, let's keep going. Sunflower. All right. Oh, okay. Were you the one who was hired to destroy the flower gardens at the White House? Okay. People were pulling out shovels and excavation equipment. You just pulled up with a condom. Don't worry, guys. Actually, I got this. Okay. All right. You're not disappointing so far. Plants, so for some reason, feel better than just the bird from the previous list. But I am gonna have to say pass. This thing's smile and sort of dead eyes sort of puts me off. I don't have to explain myself to any of you. These are my most extreme examples. Okay, so we're just hopping in the deep end. All right. I did not get Trulies, but my mom did buy me wine. I'm ready to get giddy. Nice. Wine drunk. I'm jealous. I choose it because it looks fun and counted for my major. I see. Yeah, vampires are cool. Snake. Okay. Again, with just the snake, man. Come on. Unfortunately for you, Lions! What? Guys! Y'all are being so sweet today. Thank you very much, Lions. I appreciate it. And welcome to all the new people in the community. If you're watching, there's a chance that it's just going to people who are like followers at this point. Because you sub so much, which is very nice. Dude, you can't wrap a snake around your dong and call it a garment. Okay, you have to. There must be something transformative. Okay, do you think the first dude who no, it's a stupid joke. I'm not even saying that. Never mind. I'm moving on. This is a snake. Pass. I'm proceeding. Anything for you, Ronk? Thank you. I told you these are my most extreme examples. I'm not usually this freaked out. I'm just being extreme. Okay. Jack Smith. Smash, keep the outfit on. Let's proceed. Okay. The Knight from Deltarune. I can't even really tell what his vibe is. If he or she has a good personality, maybe. I'm down. Keep the armor on. Shade from Hollow Knight. Okay. All right, shadow fucker. Sure, sure. When do you or do you start getting horned up at dusk, brother? You're like, oh, hold on, wait, a baddie's following me around. Does she want to smash? Do it. Pack a bowl. One of my new pieces. Do I pack a new bowl? Pack a bowl and one of my new pieces or not? Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're having a leisurely night, why not? All right. Also, I'm gonna wrap out this Smash or Pass list, and then I'm gonna go watch the JJK movie. That's the moves. Kalim Fly Night. Oh, I'm gonna go through this fast, okay? Because my movie's coming up pretty quick. I lost track of time. Ghosty! What the fuck, guys? Thank you so much. Holy shit, y'all are being so sweet today. Thank you for the support. It really means the world to me. All right, now back to what you're subbing for. I am blowing this fly's fucking back out, brother. Rename my dick the Fly Swatter. Let's go. Voragaunt from Half-Life. I'm seeing a lot of holes, but it's sort of like housed in a man who looks like he's made of mud. I'm gonna have to pass. I'm going pass. Okay, pass. Minotaur from Tabs. Pass. I don't like his fit, and his build is weird. He looks like Gru. Looks like he doesn't hit leg day. I find his build odd. Not a fan. Not a fan. Pass. Also, his eyes, dude, what are you so, surprised about? You know what I mean? You have to have kind of like a cool look. You know what I mean? Drop those eyelids down a little bit. I feel like you just made eye contact with, a ticking time bomb with 1 second left to go, and you're hitting the look to camera.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Cheers to you and weird ass hear me out.
Goddamn, another 1,000 bits. Holy shit. That's fucking crazy. Thank you very much. Okay. WX78 Don't Starve. Okay. This is just a toy. Is this some sort of internalized thing after you owned a G.I. Joe when you were a kid? You know what I mean? That moment when you own a Barbie doll or a G.I. Joe and you're in your room alone when you're 8, tentatively taking its pants off, you know what I mean? I feel like we've all had that experience, and then you're like, fuck, dude, there's nothing there. Pass. Easily pass. This is just like a football with a little arm, with a little body attached to it. Pass. Okay. Oh, that's it. You're right. That was short. I didn't need to burn through those so quickly. Okay. Guys. This was a freaked out stream. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't really intend it to be more than usual. What the fuck? Doug! Yo, holy shit. Thank you so much. I think at this point,
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
You
crazy.
Take it so good. Also glad you finally put in that minimum cheer.
Yes, I think it's a much better experience for the community. Doug, holy shit, all y'all gifting subs, Jesus Christ. Thank you so much. It's so helpful. I think at this point,
I love power, I love capitalism.
Have a lit night drunk.
I will. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited to see the movie. I think at this point, half of my followers are subbed, which is crazy. That ratio is insane. The support y'all give me as a community is really abnormal. I was looking at other small streamers. It's crazy. I'm so lucky. It's really insane. That being said, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for hanging. I had fun going through your hear me outs. Adonis, homeboy, I'm letting the animal kingdom know. Okay, I'm putting a word out on you.
Wrong ID the math 102 130 are canon images, so 78% of my slideshow wasn't sexualized. Beyond canon bagel is a hater for no reason. I hate that guy.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Okay, we can perhaps have a spirited monster fucker debate between you two at some point. I can be the middleman. You can plead your cases. Sounds like you're already building your argument. Okay, I'm just it's hard for me to stop talking. I'm sorry. Thank you all for hanging. This was fun. I hope you have a good night, and I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Bye.